Hey folks, we've got a unique one today. We have a man who successfully defends his family against a group of attackers using a knife. My understanding is that this happened in Johannesburg, South Africa, which from what I've heard is quite a violent place. You can see multiple masked attackers surrounding the man, and you can see he has a knife in his right hand in a reverse grip. Here's the video. Okay, first off, if this doesn't make you think about carrying a legal self-defense weapon on you at all times, I'm not sure what will. How could this man have dealt with, what is there, 4 or 5 attackers in total? You need a weapon to defend yourself against that many people. My 2 best options that I would recommend would be a handgun or a knife. Just make sure whatever you carry is legal where you live. If it is not, make sure you vote differently. Second, they are in a busy area with lots of cars driving by, people walking by, and businesses. And what you'll notice is that these attackers don't give a crap. This is more and more common today. Look, folks, no one is going to come to your rescue. You are your own bodyguard, and in this case, your own family's bodyguard. Just remember, when seconds matter, the police are only minutes away. By the way, last I heard, the average police response time was somewhere around 20 minutes, give or take, and that was before they all started mass quitting in 2020. I bet it's way longer now. All right, let's look at some tactics. So it looks like the family is in the car and the doors are locked. This is a conversation that needs to happen with you and your family prior to something like this happening. You can see a man goes around and tries to get in one of the doors. Can you imagine if the doors were unlocked and he pulls out that guy's wife or one of his children, grabs him around the neck and tells the guy to put the knife down? So, you can't be everywhere at once. Your family needs to be in the car with the doors locked, calling 911, and allow you to take up your fighting stance and do what you need to do. Let's look at what this guy did correctly. So we don't know how it started, but right off the bat, he has his back to the car, so he can't be surrounded. He only needs to defend 180 degrees. That is a very wise move. Next, he's shifting his focus back and forth. If he were to get locked onto one attacker, then someone could come up from behind him and grab him, and he'd be in big trouble. Now, as to the grip that he has on the knife, he has a reverse grip, or what some people call a short grip, versus having a conventional grip or a long grip. I'm not overly concerned about that. What matters most is that he keeps his balance and he fires out strikes very rapidly and pulls his arm back so that his arm can't be grabbed. You don't want to make any big lunging or swinging attacks here because you could lose your balance, you could fall, you could get grabbed, and now you're in deep trouble. Okay, now at this point, he tries to open the door. I don't know if he's trying to get inside, but hey, look, realistically, there is not enough time to get in the door, close the door, and lock it before the attackers could get to him. So in my opinion, it would be far better just to hold your ground, be steady, look scary, and wait for them to leave. You can see as soon as he turned his focus away, one of the attackers does indeed try to lunge in. This is why you need to keep your head on a swivel. Okay, a couple of things here. First off, I love this primal yell that he lets out. He's telling them that he's dangerous and he's not to be messed with. And you can see they believe him and they take off. Unfortunately, when he lunges in, he loses his balance and he falls. Hey, look, his adrenaline is going crazy. His motor skills are diminished. So this is very likely to happen to anyone. The only solution for this is just training, and more training. We have a drill in our Jeet Kune Do school called King of the Hill Knife Fighting. It's a sparring drill. It gets you used to lunging in at people, keeping your balance, retracting your arm, and that's a great drill to help in this particular scenario tremendously. So at this point, our man has successfully defended his family, and the attackers are leaving, no doubt looking for their next victims. Hey, kudos to this man for keeping his head in the game and being willing to fight. We need more good people to be dangerous so that bad guys are afraid to attack. Unfortunately, we have far too many sheep and not enough sheepdogs around, so wolves are brazen and they attack without fear. Now, this guy didn't seem like a knife fighting wizard, but he made up for it with his willingness to fight and his aggression, and that counts for a lot. One last thing I'd like to point out is just how non-complex the movements were here. Knife fighting is simple, it's direct, it's fast, and it's athletic and dangerous. It mostly resembles a three-dimensional fencing. So overly complex knife and stick fighting drills, they don't really prepare you for a real situation like this. The knife fighting drills were almost more like stand-up fighting, really, like boxing, or once again, like I said, three-dimensional fencing. If you like today's video, make sure to hit the thumbs up and let us know down in the comment field what one of your favorite self-defense knives are. Until next time, folks, go get your reps, become a warrior.